Sweet game, huh? Yeah, I think Ace is totally gonna pull it out. League! Hey guys, Anthony here and welcome to Quick Shot. Guess what? I've done something. I did something last night that I never thought I would do. And by the video title, I'm sure you can tell kind of what it was already. But why am I delaying it? For no good reason. No, I watched the League of Legends Championship Finals thing last night, or this morning I guess, because it was 5 in the morning because it was taking place in Korea. And I stayed up all night and watched the whole match between Samsung White and the other people, Horn something. I can't remember their name, but I was rooting for them because they were the underdogs, and the first two matches was a blowout. Samsung White just trampled all over them, and then they came back one match, and that made Samsung White mad, and they were like, and killed them. But yeah, hey, I'm talking about a League of Legends match. It's like I watched it like it was a fucking football game or a basketball game or some bullshit like that. I've never done that before, especially, like, I'm not the biggest fan of League. I don't play it a ton, but for some reason I got sucked into it, just seeing all the people in the crowd. There was 40,000 people in the stands of the stadium that they rented out. They like had a whole open sky stadium. The whole field was full, and then the seats behind it were full. It was insane. For people in, I mean, it's Korea, you know, those things are a lot bigger there, but still, it was crazy to see that a video game sold out this fucking stadium. And 32 million people watched it all together online. I don't know the numbers of how many people watch football, but I have a feeling that's higher. What's happening? Now, this video isn't so much about a turning point for esports. You know, esports is still on the low end of, like, it's not relevant yet to the mainstream. But it's a turning point for me, because I've never watched an esport event like I would watch a football. I don't watch football games, but whenever I'm at a party or something, or hanging out with someone and they're watching a game, you know, you get into the game. Even if you're not involved in the actual game itself, like, I don't give a shit about football, but when you're there, I've been to 2 football games, and when you're there, you get into it. You're like, oh yeah, okay, he did that, and you're watching because you're there to have a good time. And I had that feeling last night watching League of Legends. Matches can take up to 40 minutes in League, so there was a lot of downtime, but when the shit picked up, I felt myself like, oh, yeah, like getting excited, and for no reason, because it was just, I mean, it's just like a blob of shit going on.
They go low, last seconds on you, oh, here comes the cleanup team, he's gonna let it go, the flag's over, Uzi.
But you know that these people are fucking masters of what they're doing, and I can't tell at all what's happening, but I got into it. So I don't know, I just wanted to say that, like, this is a turning point for me. If you guys haven't watched an esport match before of League, or even, I might try to watch Counter-Strike from now on too, if they do big stuff like that, because that's the 3rd most played game on Twitch. The fact that I'm such a big gamer and I still don't watch esport matches means, you know, obviously it's still on the low end, not in the mainstream yet, but maybe it's getting there. I hope it is. I'm gonna watch esports from now on, and I can see in the future, you know, people getting together at a party, you know, on the TV is just a League match going on. I don't know. Yeah, when I was younger, I always thought of, like, gaming being this, like, I remember thinking, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the arcade with my game and, like, compete against all the other people, and yeah, it'll be so much cool, so cool. Kind of like, I guess Yu-Gi-Oh's the best comparison. I always wanted Yu-Gi-Oh to exist, and maybe that won't happen for my generation because I'm getting too old now, but the next generation, or maybe the one past that, they'll be competing at video games on the playground with Yu-Gi-Oh things. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it was always an idea in my head of, like, I wish this would happen. I wish I could do this. The players are unfortunately really funny to look at. They do these intros in the, they do these intros for the players and the teams where they're all standing around like, ah, ah. Yeah, they try to do shit like that and make it look cool. When they try to pass it off as that, like, oh, I'm super cool, it comes off weird. They need to figure out their own branding, because so far, you know, the matches, they have commentary, you know, people are commenting on what's going on, which is good. I'm learning a lot of about League as I watch, which is good, because they have professionals on there talking about what's happening. And it's just like a football game, but in League of Legends. I was thinking of starting a Twitch channel where I commentate on professional matches, and I don't know a fucking thing about League of Legends. Okay, something's clearly happening here now. Something is clearly going on. I can't see what, but there's explosions everywhere. Something's happening. We'll see once it's done. But anyways, I just wanted to share my experience of watching an esport. I've never done that before, and this was the first time. So you guys, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think about esports just in general. Are they making their way up? Do you guys ever watch esports? Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and like this video if you want to help out the show, and subscribe to the channel if you're not. My name's Anthony, and I'm gonna play League. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna be the #1. I'm gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.